Hi, I'm Connie Romanek, speech language pathologist at Communicate. And in this video, I want to share with you some of the speech or the articulation work that you can do with the Bears and Chairs Speech and Language Learning Kit. Now, this is the perfect kit if you're working on the R sound with children, but you can also practice the ch sound because it's at the beginning of chair, and the L sound because L is in the word blue as an L blend, and in the word yellow as a medial L sound. So some tricky sounds there that children should have by the time they're about 5 years old or they're in kindergarten. If they don't have them yet, it's a great idea to give them some extra practice with that because, of course, it will help them with their reading and their writing and their ability to be easily understood by others. But the really big thing in this kit, speech-wise, is that you can work on the R sound with it because R is in every single word associated with this kit. It's in the word bear and in the word chair, the two main words in this kit. But it's also in 4 of the color words. Red has R at the beginning, green has an R blend, orange has a vocalic R sound, and purple has, I guess, a medial R sound is how you would think of that one. Now, R is a very difficult sound for many children to master because it requires quite a complex, a motorically complex oral position. The children have to be able to pull their tongue far back in their mouth. It has to have a lot of muscular tension in it. The jaw has to be a certain opening, have some tension in there. And even the lips get involved in the R sound and come and pucker out a little bit. So R is a difficult sound, which is why it's later developing. And it is probably one of the toughest sounds to help children master as well. Usually we start by getting established all by itself. Can the child find the right position to imitate the sound that you model for them? Once they're imitating it fairly well, we ask them to do it on their own. So a spontaneous And can they judge their own productions? Can they say, yeah, that was a good one. I could hear that was a good one. Or no, it was flat. It sounded like ah. So getting them moving along the therapeutic process, getting that really well established, and then taking that and adding some sounds in front of it and behind it until before you know it, you got a word, and then you take that word that contains an R sound and you put it into some sentences that are longer and longer, and before you know it, you're pretty close to conversational, spontaneous speech. But yeah, that actually can take a long time and be pretty repetitive work for young children. So it's great to have something hands-on, something multi-sensory to get them involved in the learning process, make it fun, make it engaging for them. So of course, they've got the word bear, they've got the word chair, and those words you're working on the vocalic R sound air. Now, once they're pretty good at those words, we're going to start embedding them in phrases, and that's where these picture cards can really come in and help you move along the way because they start off with pretty short sentences and they grow in length longer and longer and longer. And the other wonderful thing about these picture cards is it kind of takes care of the language end of things for the child. They can look at the picture and know what sort of message to compose. They might even be old enough to read the print at the top. So they don't have to really think so much about how to embed an R word in a phrase. What am I going to say about it? Where can I find those words? What order should they go in? What grammar do I need? That's a lot of mental energy to expend on this practice with your R sound. Instead, the language is kind of taken care of for them, and they can take that mental capacity to think about the actual speech production end of things. So where's my tongue? How does it sound? What words are going to have the R sound in them? Making it just that much more likely to be successful for them and keeping them in a very positive roll along the therapeutic process. So I hope that was really good information for you. Gives you some ideas on what you can do speech-wise with this kit. And make sure to follow my next video, because I'm going to tell you what sounds you can target with our Touch and Talk speech and language learning kit. So I will see you very soon.